And we finally end Heroes of WrestleMania with The Undertaker. What's up, guys? It's me. It's the ALE double X Prince. You guys didn't notice what I did? Because I did this. Yeah. Anyways, Undertaker. Why is this the final hero of WrestleMania? Why not? This guy's been undefeated at WrestleMania until WrestleMania 30. And you still happen to bring him back, and for some reason he ain't putting other people over. Why can't a second guy ever beat The Undertaker? I don't know why, but at the beginning Undertaker wasn't really even gonna talk about the streak. This just naturally happened, and it was really good. So we kick off with Undertaker at WrestleMania 7, I believe. Yep. And he beats Jimmy Snuka in a pretty short squash match. I mean, people give this match a lot of praise simply for the fact that it was Undertaker's first WrestleMania match. But if you actually think about it, the match wasn't that great. It was just a quick squash for Undertaker. He beats Jimmy Snuka like that. Next up, he takes on Jake the Snake Roberts at WrestleMania 8. Beats that guy too. It was an okay match, but people mainly remember this match for the tombstone to the outside. And honestly, I think this one had a pretty interesting story going into it. Jake Snake and Undertaker, Dead Man versus Snake. I thought that was a good storyline heading into it. But what's really bad was WrestleMania 9, Undertaker versus Giant Gonzales. Holy crap, was this sloppy and boring and hellacious to watch. This was one of the worst WrestleMania matches I have ever seen. It's garbage. It's bad. And it ends in DQ. That's what makes it even worse. I mean, wow, you're gonna fucking have Undertaker win by DQ. It's fucking stupid. It was a garbage match. I fucking don't ever watch this match. It's so bad. WrestleMania 11, he takes on King Kong Bundy. And this is another bad match. Holy shit. 2 bad matches in a row. Fuck. I feel bad for Undertaker because this match is really fucking bad too. King Kong Bundy is just one of those really bad wrestlers. And not just that, Undertaker in his early days had some garbage matches. I'm being dead honest. Undertaker is my favorite wrestler of all time, but damn did he had some bad matches. They were pretty bad, and this is one of them. WrestleMania 12, he had a slightly better match against Diesel, Kevin Nash. People remember the powerbomb, and then Undertaker just getting back up real quick. This is an okay little match. This is actually one of the slightly better ones for now. But WrestleMania 13, this is where he wins the WWF Championship against Psycho Sid. Psycho Sid is one of the worst wrestlers I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. Holy crap, bad promos, bad wrestling, bad character. It was all bad for this motherfucker. But thankfully Undertaker beat him, because shit, I did not want to see this guy go over anymore. It was fucking bad. But we finally get to some really good shit at WrestleMania 14. WrestleMania 14, he takes on his brother Kane. And this is one of the best matches I've ever seen in WrestleMania. One of the best big man matches. Kane and Undertaker. The first one was just good, and it was just gold. I mean, it started from Bad Blood 1997 to now. It was that fucking good. And then, you had that story of Kane burning The Undertaker at Royal Rumble. It was just, everything about this feud was brilliant. I'll say this match was more of a spectacle than, actual, technical wrestling. Because if you actually look at this match, if you compare this match to today's day and age, people would shit on this match. I'm being dead serious, but hell, at the time, this match was really fucking good. I mean, it took 3 tombstones to beat Kane. That's how good Kane was being built. And at the time, Kane was really good at wrestling. So this is a big bonus for me. My favorite Kane match, and easily the best Undertaker match I've talked about so far. WrestleMania 15, though. Oh, this was shit. He took on the Big Boss Man in a Hell in a Cell match. Now, I never liked Big Boss Man. Rest in peace to the guy. But this match, had potential of being really good. I mean, it's a Hell in a Cell match. Well, how bad can you go with that? This is the worst Hell in a Cell match I have ever freaking seen. I'm not counting that one with Cena, Punk, Del Rio, Ziggler, Swagger, because that was barely even a Hell in a Cell match. Cause Fuck, no one even saw it, for God's sakes. But this is a really bad match. It was just sloppy. Big Moss Man was just being carried throughout the whole thing. And all it did basically was just have that scene of Big Boss Man being hung by Edge and Christian at the time because they were part of the New Breed. Or no, not New Breed. The New Breed. That team with Gangrel. I forgot the name of the team. I'm sorry. You should know this, but whoops. So people just remember their Big Boss Man being hanged, and that's all this match did, because everything else was just fucking bad about this match. WrestleMania 7, Undertaker versus Triple H. Now I talked about this in the Triple H match. This was supposedly going to be a no DQ match, but instead, to cheat their way into making it a no DQ match, they knocked down the referee, and they just had the best match they could have had at the time. And I forgot to talk about this during the Triple H Heroes of WrestleMania, but Undertaker and Triple H have a better WrestleMania trilogy than Austin and The Rock, because if you actually look at that, the first one was pretty good, the second one was amazing, the third one was I mean, it was still good, but it was like compared to like the first two was bad. But what made this story with Taker and Triple H at Mania, each match got better. That's fucking good. And I'll talk about that more when we get to 27 and 28. But yeah, this is a good one. And this is one of those moments where I like that Undertaker about to hit the last ride, and then Triple H has the sledgehammer, it fucking knocks down Undertaker. That was good. It was really good. It was a really good match. And this coming from a guy who was not the biggest American Badass fan. And yeah, this was still a pretty good match. WrestleMania 8. At the time, I thought this was a great match. Undertaker, Ric Flair, two of my favorites, having a really damn good match in a no disqualification match. For reals this time, this was no DQ. Arn Anderson interferes in this match to try to help Ric Flair, but it didn't quite work out that way. But people may remember for this, Undertaker bringing back the tombstone. That was just fucking good. I really enjoyed that. But if you actually look at the match, it could have been better. I mean, definitely we needed the Dead Man Undertaker instead of American Badass Undertaker, because I think that Undertaker and Ric Flair could have a really good match. And I'm glad that they at least teased that the Dead Man is still somewhere there. WrestleMania 19. Oh, shit. Now, this match was the worst match of WrestleMania 19. But it was still not that bad. Originally, it was going to be a tag team match, Undertaker and some other guy against Big Show and A-Train, but this was still better. My favorite part about this whole match was honestly Undertaker's entrance. I like Limp Bizkit's Rolling song. I don't give a shit. It was a good match. Good song. I know a lot of people freaking hate Limp Bizkit, but at the time they were the shit. I'm being dead honest. They had good songs. They sang two of WrestleMania's best theme songs, 19 and 17. They sang Undertaker's theme. You know, I mainly know them for that reason, but you know, if you actually just want to listen to if you actually want to listen to music and just turn up, this is, you know, the type of music. But besides that, you know, Limp Bizkit, I mean, what can you do? They fucked up bad. WrestleMania 20, they had a rematch, Undertaker versus Kane. I expected this match to be really damn good because the story was really well built, but this was a squash match, honestly. Undertaker just comes back as a dead man, thank goodness, and Paul Heyman is there. Paul Bearer, my apologies, was there. Undertaker just standing still, Kane was touching him, and then Undertaker just fucks up Kane, and the match ends pretty quickly with Undertaker going over. This was, I believe, I forgot to keep count out of, like, all these matches, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh yeah, I remember. I forgot to talk about this, but Mania 18, he was 10-0, and that's when Undertaker started the counts for the streak. WrestleMania 21, this was a really good match. Legend versus Legend Killer. I love Randy Orton as the Legend Killer. That was probably one of his most over gimmicks. But I'll always remember that moment of Undertaker choke slamming Randy and then Randy reversing it to an RKO. I thought that was it. And no, the match kept going, and it was a really good match. I really enjoyed it. It was damn good. Really good match. One of the more underrated Taker matches. Now we get to a match that a lot of people hate, but I actually enjoy. Mark Henry and Undertaker from Mania 22 in a casket match. I thought this match was actually not that bad. It wasn't perfect, hell no. But it was pretty okay-ish for the most part. I mean, they tried the best match they could have, and then Undertaker eventually puts Mark Henry in the casket. Okay match, I actually don't think it's that bad, but WrestleMania 23, this is when we get to like the really, really good matches. WrestleMania 23, he took on Batista. First of all, he wins the Royal Rumble match, and then he challenges Batista for the World Heavyweight Championship. And Batista loses to Undertaker. You know, this is the second time I believe Undertaker won a title at Mania, so that's a good moment for me, you know, and a good moment for Taker. Undertaker is, I believe, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 0. That's great, 15 and 0. So that was that. And then WrestleMania 24, we have Edge, Undertaker, Mania 24. I didn't think this was going to be the main event, but it was. Now, I mentioned that Shawn and Flair had the match of the night, but as far as rewatchability, I think I could rewatch Edge and Taker more than Flair and Michaels. And thankfully, this is the main event, because if it wasn't going to be Shawn and Flair, definitely give it to Edge and Taker. Thankfully, they didn't give it to Orton, Triple H, and Cena. That would have sucked ass. But damn, this was a good match. This was a damn good match. It wasn't 5 stars, but like it was just really cool that like Edge was like being like super sneaky. I know Edge wasn't gonna win, come on, but the fact that Edge just had a really good match with Taker and he main evented against him makes it like even big for me, because I'm a diehard Edge fan. You know, he had Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins interfere, but that didn't work out so well. And yeah, Undertaker wins another World Heavyweight Championship, but time for 17-0 at the 25th anniversary of WrestleMania. He had the match of the night with Shawn Michaels. Fuck, this is a damn good match. People go on and say that this is the best match of all time, and I agree. It's up there for greatest matches of all time, but it's not my favorite match of all time. We'll get to that soon. And you know, the story was mediocre. I always say this, that the story wasn't as memorable as other Taker feuds, because this is the beginning where they stop being like, oh shit, let's make a good story, let's actually just make the streak a bigger thing than the actual match. But you know, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but it worked. It was a good match, really damn good match, 5 stars all the way. But Shawn Michaels and Undertaker streak versus career at 26. First of all, if you guys know this, I was there. Damn, this is a good match. Fuck, this is just a spectacle to watch, especially there live. 18-0, the ending of Shawn Michaels' career. That is fucking crazy to think about. That's the last time we see Shawn Michaels in the ring. And as much as I want to see Shawn Michaels come back for another match, I am happy with him just calling it quits. He doesn't need to come back. He already proved that he's the best, even if he didn't beat Taker. But hell, this could have been the guy that could have beat him, because everybody believed Shawn Michaels could have beaten Punk. You know, hell, I remember when I was 11 years old when this match happened. Everybody predicted Shawn Michaels is gonna finally be the guy to beat Taker, and sure enough, he didn't. But fuck, Shawn Michaels' career ended, and this was a damn good match. And I love that for once Undertaker got out of the Undertaker gimmick and just gave respect to Shawn Michaels. That was very deserving. Now, WrestleMania 27, we were originally gonna get Taker Sting, but we didn't get that because Sting was stupid enough to sign up to TNA again. Instead, we get Triple H and Taker, basically taking just taking the feud from Michaels and Taker, you know, and just making it Triple H and Taker, like, oh, you took out my best friends, time to take you out. And then I'm not like Shawn Michaels, I could actually destroy you. And this is a no holds bar, first of all. And Triple H fucks up The Undertaker. Even though he doesn't win, Triple H fucked him up like badly. And hell, Triple H gave Undertaker a tombstone, and I thought that was gonna be it, because Triple H is another guy that could have easily beat The Undertaker, but he didn't. You know, it was just a damn brutal ass match. This is the last time Undertaker got super brutal in the ring, and you could tell Triple H fucked him up badly, because even though, like I said, Triple H lost, but he still stood tall. First of all, Triple H passing out was genius of the writing. And then you have Undertaker going 19-0, and that was just like a really good moment for Taker, and it was good, like just seeing like Triple H gets up and then Undertaker was falling down and he had to be taken out. It was over for Taker. He couldn't wrestle again, but he believes he could have fucked up Triple H real badly and really damaged him, because at WrestleMania 28, what do we get? Triple H and Undertaker. Oh, fuck. I did not want to see this match. I did not want to see Triple H Undertaker 3. But the feud and the story helped me say, yes, give it to me. They basically through the story of like Undertaker, like, you know what, you couldn't do what Shawn Michaels did because Shawn Michaels was always better than you, and then Triple H loses his mind. He's like, you know what, you want a match? You got it. On one condition: Hell in a Cell. Hell in a Cell. A dream match of mine. Undertaker Triple H inside a Hell in a Cell. That was just brilliant. And then to top it off, what do you get? Shawn Michaels as the referee of this match. It made sense considering like, Shawn Michaels believes... Well, first of all, Shawn Michaels wanted Triple H to fight Undertaker again because he wants the streak to end. But because Triple H believes that he's better than Shawn Michaels, that's why he wanted to fight Undertaker again. And then Shawn Michaels felt that it was offensive. So he's like, you know what? I'm going to be the referee of that match. And I have the streak at the palm of my hand. So Shawn Michaels could have ended the streak if he wanted to, because, he really wants like to fucking end the streak badly. He believes Triple H should end it. At the same time, he doesn't like that Triple H wants to like, mess him up. And I love the story that they played. Like, there's a part where Undertaker gives the Hell's Gate to Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels gives a sweet chin of the Undertaker, and Triple H hits a pedigree. Shawn Michaels does the pin, but it fails. It was just a brutal, good Hell in a Cell match. This is the last good match in WWE. Honestly, this is the last good WrestleMania match in WWE. I mean, you can't really think of other matches that stand out like this one. Like 29, not that much. 30, meh. 31, maybe, and not really. 32, definitely not. And 33, I fucking doubt. But damn, this is like the last good match. And this should have been Undertaker's last match. 20-0 is a good number. He could have just stopped there and going on the Hall of Fame, but I don't know. I would have just ended there, but I like that part where Shawn Michaels and Undertaker pick up Triple H, and then they all stand tall, giving it the end. Because this was the end of an era. That should have been the end of an era, but it wasn't. Now, WrestleMania 29. I did not want Undertaker to come back and wrestle, but after watching this match, I was blessed. Undertaker versus CM Punk, WrestleMania 29. Really good match. Honestly, like, CM Punk, he had a really good match with The Undertaker. It just shows that CM Punk deserved to be in the main event for sure. And, there's a big reason why Punk left. Watching it now, it's just like, fuck. I wonder what would have happened if Punk went over. Now, I did not want CM Punk to go over because, honestly, out of everybody Undertaker beat, I don't feel like CM Punk was like the right guy to beat The Undertaker. I don't think it should have been him. Cause think about it, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Kane, Randy Orton, what's another guy that he fought? I've mentioned all of them, I can't remember. Edge, Batista, Ric Flair, all of the Evolution members. Shawn Michaels, all of these fucking legends. And I didn't think a guy like from ROH would have beaten Undertaker unless if they really wanted to. And he didn't look believable because the way this match was played was like CM Punk being sneaky, kind of like Edge, because you didn't predict Edge was going to beat him, so why predict CM Punk was going to beat him? So there's that. And still, it was a good match. Obviously, I'll still give it props. I mean, the entrances were amazing. The match is good. I hated that table spot where CM Punk jumps to the table and that shit didn't break. That fucked it up for me. But as everything else goes, this is a really damn good match. Really good match from Punk. Should have gone last? Probably. But next up, we got WrestleMania 30. This is a big one. Now at this point, Undertaker was like slower and just slower, and it was just like, oh fuck, it's just sad to see Brock Lesnar versus Undertaker. It was such a damn slow match. It was still an enjoyable match, don't get me wrong. But here's the thing with this match. The feud was garbage. It was just, think about it, two part-timers that didn't want to basically wrestle. It was fucking bad. It was that bad. Hold on, I'm getting a call from somebody. Give me a second. Okay, got it. Sorry about that, but yeah, Brock and Taker was like, it was so bad, like the feud with just video packages and not a lot of not a lot of conversation. Brock at the time didn't really want to even show up to WWE, so it was like really stupid. And there's nothing that they could have done to like entertain me, and like the match could have still been really good. I could say that. It was kind of slow. You could tell Undertaker was a lot slower. But holy shit, Brock Lesnar beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania. It took 3 F5s, by the way. The crowd was silent. I was at home fucking tripped out of my mind. But thinking about it, Brock Lesnar made a lot of sense to beat him. That's the only logical sense. Because think about it. If Brock were to lose to John Cena and Triple H, and then The Undertaker on top of that, this guy would have been fucked for good. Oh, shit. But damn. This was an interesting match. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good either. You know what I'm saying? And I guess they played it off like that just because Brock needed to definitely destroy Undertaker. But Undertaker was dead. Like, not dead, but like he passed out like halfway. Like, they had to get the hospital. Vince McMahon had to leave to check on Undertaker. He had to leave Mania 30 just to see if Undertaker was still okay. He had to go to the hospital and everything. It was fucking crazy. And that was a really big moment in WrestleMania history. Easily one of the biggest moments in WrestleMania history. You don't get bigger than the ending of the streak. And honestly, that should have been the end of Undertaker. Instead, he comes back for WrestleMania 31 against Bray Wyatt. This match was actually good. I actually enjoy it. However, I would have given the victory to Bray Wyatt. There's no sense of Undertaker winning. And if that wasn't the case, on the Undertaker 25th anniversary, I remember it was Wyatt and Harper versus Kane and Taker. I would have had Kane and Taker. I would have just had Undertaker versus Bray Wyatt, no holds barred. Have Bray win it, and then like at WrestleMania 32, we just do something bigger with him. But guess not. You have to fuck up Bray Wyatt once again. Thankfully, he's the WWE champion now. But overall, I think this match gets a lot of shit. And it is kind of slow. I'll say that it's pretty damn slow, and the crowd wasn't feeling it that well. But I actually think this match wasn't that bad. I'm being dead honest. I don't think it was that bad. WrestleMania 32. Just last year, he took on Shane McMahon in the third ever Hell in a Cell match. Can you imagine 3 Hell in a Cell matches in WrestleMania, and Taker's been in all of them. This match was pretty good. I actually don't hate it as much as other people do. People hate it now. That big spot with Shane jumping from the top of the cell was crazy. Come to think about it now, it made sense for Undertaker to win because it wouldn't be that believable if Shane were to beat him. However, I would have still had like Shane like just torture not torture the McMahons, but like completely just go all off. Like, I want to take over. I want to take over a freaking the company. This is my company. Like, you could have done something bigger with Shane McMahon if he were to lose. You could have done something. You could have done so much more with that storyline with Shane losing, because the main story here was if Shane beats Taker, he runs Raw, and it could have helped out the ratings personally, but no. Now that Undertaker is like, this is probably gonna be his last match against Roman Reigns. Probably not. And honestly, I'm just waiting for another Taker lost, because they're trying to remake the streak again, and it's just not working. You know, it made sense that him being the 1 and Brock Lesnar being the 1 and 21-1. Now it's like 23-1 because it could have been 21-2, 21-3. Like, he could have done so much more with Taker, like saying like I can't handle it anymore. And hell, the fact that we never got Cena Taker just irritates me. But yeah, Undertaker, despite that, had easily the best career in WrestleMania history. He had the streak at the top of his hands. He lost only once. He could lose once again, and it could be a big moment. So yeah. So there's that. Anyways, that will be it for today. It's me, the ALE Prince. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Next video I'll do is probably Week with Alex, because it's Sunday, and I'll do that tomorrow. And until then, I'm out.